Alright guys, I'm gonna start the disassembly of the KLX. I already took the plastics off here. And I'm just gonna start tearing it down so we can clean it up and put those rings in it. See if I can get the camera set somewhere nice. Probably not. First thing I'm gonna do is take the exhaust off. I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. Alright, the next thing, there's 3 bolts that hold the exhaust on, and there's one right here right by your seat, and then your exhaust runs down, and there's 2 in the head. This one on this particular bike is alright. Got those out. Good to keep up with your bolts. I myself like to put them back in the hole so that I know where they come from, know where they need to go back to. Alright, now this pipe goes around the frame, so you gotta kind of wiggle it around, snake it in there like so. Alright, there's that. Now to pull the head off, your carb has to come off. Take your spark plug wire off, and you also have these oiler tubes that'll have to come off because they connect to the case all the way to the top of the head. We'll take the timing chain tensioner off on the other side, and that's pretty much it. Timing chain tensioner, the carburetor, take these tubes off. Then we'll get to pulling the head bolts out and slide the head off. See what it looks like on the inside. Alright, got my carburetor bolts out. It's loose from the head. Sorry about the camera, I'm trying to do this one-handed. I'm going to take a 10mm. Take this oil tube loose. Alright. Ratchet wrench. One of the best things they ever came up with. You've got enough room for it in there. It's well worth using. I'm going to go ahead and remove the skid plate, or at least take it loose. Alright, got most of the bolts out of the skid plate. Let's see, it's loose. This is what I was telling you earlier. This bolt here that holds it in came out of there. The exact same bolt on the other side is here. You throw those in a bag. A couple of days go by, you go to put it together. You forget which one goes where. You may not, but it's very likely. So I like to put them back in the hole. came out of. My life is confusing enough without forgetting where bolts go and getting frustrated. Now I can get to this oil tube, spin the bolt out. Now these will have washers that you got to keep up with. Little brass washers. And it will leak oil everywhere. Alright, whenever we do the video of us cracking the case and doing the clutch install, maybe a 4th gear, these KLX 110s have Phillips screws all over the place. I've heard that it's very important to have a Phillips head impact driver for those screws, because if not, you'll just mess up the heads. Alright. There's that oil tube, and then it to the head bolts. Head bolts are here. Definitely have to look up torque specs when this goes back together. Because you don't want to put it together wrong after going so far in with the build. I've thrown them together before and didn't have trouble, but I want to try and do this right. Alrighty, getting there now. I'm gonna take and get the timing chain tensioner loose. On the rider's left-hand side of the bike is your cam gear cover plate. These bolts come out of here. There's 4 bolts to hold it in. Most of the bolts on this are 10mm, 12mm, and 8mm. Alright. You can see in there. Alright, got a little more light there. There's the cam gear and your timing chain. Gotta take these 2 bolts out and your gear will come off of your cam. Just slide your timing chain off of it, and then the head will come off. Alright, now let's look at this. I want to show you this cam gear right here. This cam gear, not the one on the floor that I was aiming at. It's got a spot for a wrench. Put your wrench on there. And it's got Allen screws. Put your Allen screw in there. You hold your wrench so that you can break your Allen screws loose. That's the difference in a Chinese pit bike and a well-designed Kawasaki. Not that I like Kawasaki. Never had a Kawasaki. This is my first one. But it is well designed. Also, the shape of this head, I noticed, has an angle to it. Right here, it comes in. And I'm guessing it's going to be a whole lot easier to get that cam gear out of the head than it is on a Chinese bike where it's just flat with a hole. I've fought them many a times trying to get those out of the head because there's no room for your hands to get in there, because you need all the room to get the gear out. We doing it now. We getting in deep. Past the point of no return. I've got to fix it now so that I can ride. Alright, here's another little zip tie moment. I like to put a zip tie around my timing chain, usually with two hands. I just close it up, down on it. So that gives you a little tail to hold on to. Gear doesn't look too bad. Let's take a moment to be a secretary. Alright. Apparently I want to cruise. All they need is my credit card. Why do they need your credit card if you want a free cruise? They want me to pay for my free cruise? Alright. Got my head bolts out, or the nuts, and everything seems to be loose. Just gotta give it a good little wiggle to break everything loose, gaskets and such. I take that back. This is my first one too. Alright. Don't know if y'all can see this. This is something someone could possibly damage some stuff trying to get it apart. Take my awesome stand loose. Down inside the motor, if you'll look, two bolts. Right there and there. Same design as a GY6 motor on a scooter, except for the scooters have them on the outside. So let me see if I can get in there. Yes, 10mm and a socket and a ratchet and an extension. these bolts, there's some more bolts that you have to remember about. On the motors that I built in the past for the scooters and the Yerf Dog go-kart in my previous videos, these were on the outside. Pretty hard to forget them, and also pretty hard to miss them. Alright, she's coming apart. See my timing chain here? It's falling out. But I've got my zip tie. When we reinstall this, you'll see where that comes in real handy. Sticking it back up through that head. There's the combustion chamber. A little dirty, but not bad at all, really. A little cleaning, should be good as new. Maybe some polishing on the intake. All right. Light in there. Lots of oil in there. Very oily piston. But the walls look good. No scratches. That's good. Probably gonna find a broke ring once I get in there. Let's slide it off. Just have to feed it across all this stuff I've got hanging. Sorry for the camera angles. One-handed here. Alright, she's out. I'm gonna do some cleanup, some inspection. See if I can't find out why she was smoking. Glad I got that new gasket for the bottom. Head gasket's probably okay. Probably get a new one anyway, because I don't want to be going back in here for a head gasket. Even though I'm going to do the big bore kit eventually, not this go around. But she is getting the 143 kit. Alright guys, I'm running out of footage for today. It's a short video, but hopefully an informative video for some folks. It's tore down to the block. Alright. I say that every time I turn the camera on. But yeah, I'm going to clean up the gasket off of it, take my piston out, look at the rings, see if I can find one that's broke, hopefully, or stuck, and then put it all back together. Be an interesting video. Leave some comments in the comment section, let me know if I missed anything, or if you want to see some more detailed footage of any part of this process, and I'll see what I can do to help you out. Thank you guys. See you soon.